here today. We were just discussing what a beautiful feather bed that is. So if you're still online for the feather bed, we encourage you to stay there. Jeffrey Banks, award-winning designer, always on the best dress list every single time we catch it, you can see it. He is an extraordinary man, but he did for us some really great sheets. They're a huge customer pick. I believe there are 173 reviews on hsn.com, and it is a customer pick at that. 109 of those reviews are perfect 5-star rating. These are microfiber. Why will you love microfiber? Because microfiber dries very quickly. It also does not wrinkle. You don't have to stand over the dryer and wait for it to be done. You don't need to hit that refresh cycle.
No.
Because they really do look great. We have some beautiful color choices, also some gorgeous prints that are available. And ginghams. We have it in black and white gingham. We have it in the red and white gingham. We also have some real pretty stripes. We have the coral and white stripe. And then we have a light blue and white stripe. And then this one right here is the one that we actually call Tattersall.
Isn't that great?
Is that red, white, and blue? Or it could be red, white, and black?
It's black.
Okay,
it's black and red on a white base. And there's a little bit of gray in there as well. These are stunning. And then you've got the solids, the navy, the red. Jeffrey does the best red ever.
Yeah,
white
look at this
pink.
red. Look at that red.
That is a great red. It's a perfect red.
That's nautical red.
Yes.
It's Americana red.
It's perfect.
A really pretty red.
On the bed we have the sage, and then behind that is I think we're calling this beige, but in the picture it looks really light, but it's nice and warm.
Beige.
Yeah, it's a warm beige, like a deep khaki.
And we have a soft pink. So we have white, red, sage, navy, pink, and beige. But it is definitely like a warm khaki color.
Yes, very nice,
pretty,
neutral.
nice, neutral. I say go for the prints. If you have a place that you can use those prints, do them in that gingham, or even in the stripe, or maybe adding sort of a combination of the colors. You can do that.
Yes, and you know, I mean, look how fun these are. You really can have fun with these, and microfiber is so soft. You know, microfiber, we could talk for hours about.
It's like a rose petal. It is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, if you took a single rose petal and rubbed it in between your fingers, that brushed feel, that really soft, there's no break-in period to these. And if you read reviews, I'm so glad that, you know, when microfiber first came out, I feel like customers had to kind of trust us.
Yes.
Because they're so affordable, and you think, oh my gosh, those got to feel really bad, right? Their sheets are probably crispy, and they're so the opposite. And now that a lot of you have gotten them home and slept on them, made them customer picks, you love them as much as we do.
And you can buy more and save. If you just bought the feather bed, then you get half price shipping and handling on all of the other additional items that you're going to have that you're buying for your home. And that crosses across all of our categories within home. So I encourage you to do your shopping. Go online. Look at that soft color of pink. Isn't it pretty?
So pretty.
It's soft, feminine, pretty, ladylike. It's one of those colors that when you put it on your bed, you're going to wake up in the morning, it's like everything just has a glow. It's very pretty if you have, you know, even crisp white. But the pink and the navy blue together are just beautiful. Look at that also, too. And see how the palette works? Because it's actually a coral stripe. It's not necessarily a pink stripe, but the coral with the white and the pink still all kind of work together.
I think it even looks nice with the beige. So
if
you have neutrals and you want to just add something that'll, you know, look great for spring and summer. Microfiber has really only been around here on HSN about a year and a half. And what's different about it is you know, right out of the package, it's very, very soft. You have these tiny little fine threads that are woven so tight together, so it gives you that really soft surface. But it's also the way that they perform. I mean, and it really is amazing. The first time you do your laundry with microfiber, they come out of the dryer, there's no wrinkling. I mean, they just are smooth. They dry in half the time of your cotton sheets. They don't shrink. They don't fade. So if you get like that navy or the black and white, you love the color. You don't want it to fade after a couple washings. These colors really stay true.
I'm hoping there is a navy left in a king size for my son's bed after the show. Let us kind of do the oopses for you.
I'm going to grab this.
Here's how I bought my first set of microfiber sheets. Went online, and my daughter wanted black sheets for the bedding that she had. I bought 1,000 thread count sheets. I got a great deal on them. They only had them in king size. and they pilled up, and they had all kinds of issues. We'll explain that when we talk about our 800 thread count sheet set, because there is a difference between brands and how they're actually made. So when I was buying her new bedding, I was like, oh gosh, I needed eggplant. And they had microfiber. I'm like, oh, I want to get her cotton, but okay, I'll buy these. I went back and bought another set. Because that very first time that you try it, then you totally get it. I washed them. It was almost like they felt like they were dry when I pulled them out of the washing machine anyway.
Right.
I put them in the dryer. They were done and dried in a quarter of the time. I swear that probably, I don't know exactly, but super fast. And I put them on the bed, and they look so luxurious. Because my daughter was talking about these other sheets. She's like, I don't know, they have these little knots in them. Yeah, they had pilled. These will never pill on you. These will always be soft. They will always be luxurious. They feel so good to the touch. This feels like that beautiful cotton high thread count sheet set that you paid $1,000 for. It seriously does.
It does.
Straight out of the package. At $29.95, I don't even think we have to say trust us on these. Get them today. Maybe it's a fun way for you to add, seriously, just for the 2 pillowcases, if you wanted to add red and white gingham pillowcases to your bedding, I don't think that you could find them for $15 a piece.
No.
And you get the full sheet set. Flat sheet, fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. And if it's the king size, you get 2 king size pillowcases even.
It really is. It's
like a sham.
It is. And you know, and I think at this price point, you can have a little fun. You can. These are sheets that they are going to make a big difference in whatever bed you put them with, and they're fun. You know, maybe you wouldn't spend $100 or $150 on a gingham set of sheets, but $29.95, it's affordable, it's fun, and you know what? It'll stay looking this way.
That will work with navy. I know it's a black and white gingham. I do want to let you know. But it does almost take on, like, that's more of like a French sailor navy.
Yes.
But sometimes when navy's almost a black, like the navy that blue that on the top that you have on, right there. You can see how that kind of coordinates and works with that. So if you're doing a nautical theme, very New England look.
And how fun.
Isn't that pretty with that red?
And you can really have so much fun and get creative. And then on the bed, we're featuring these great neutrals. This beige that I'm using as the backdrop, it looks great with almost anything I put it with. And then, of course, the sage green. And, you know, when you've got the opportunity to buy from a designer like Jeffrey Banks, who's not only so talented and so recognized, but he's such a great guy, too. He's the nicest guy. And he has such a talent for color and pattern. And you can see it here in these sheets. I mean, this is really going to take your bed to a whole new level. You know, you can mix and match. And you will be really pleased with the microfiber. The softness. They are lighter weight. Let me show you this, because the one complaint that I do read is that they're too soft. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. They are soft. They are soft.
If that's the critique, let it be, right?
And they are lightweight. So if you do like a heavier sheet, we've got the 800 thread count coming up. That'll definitely give you more of a body. These are very lightweight and airy. Float over your body. Softness, and there's no break-in. You know how when you get a set of sheets and you say, okay, I'm going to wash these like maybe by the fourth time. They're going to be
the magic golden,
right? You don't have to do that with these. We had a caller last night, and I said, please call if you have any of our microfiber. And Rose called us from Texas, and she said, you know what? I didn't even wash them first. She goes, I put them right on the bed because they feel that good.
Well, you know nobody's had their hands on them either.
Right.
When you're buying them from us here on HSN, these haven't sat on a department store shelf.
No.
When we're offering to you on sale, you're just getting the opportunity. You're getting a brand new set of sheets. Seriously, you could take these straight out of the package and put them right on the bed. You know, it's a matter of your own personal preference. If you want it to have the scent of whatever it is that you put into your wash. But look at that. Look at I mean, you can see how it just drapes and how it moves. The colors are gorgeous. We have that sage green. We call this one beige, but it's definitely a deeper tone. It's like think about a pair of dark khaki pants. That's the color that our beige is. And then all of the beautiful prints. We have 2 stripes. We have the coral stripe. We also have the light blue and white stripe. And then in our solids, we have also red, white, navy,
There's the pink.
And
I love the pink and red together.
But look at the red, white, and blue.
I know, isn't that
Even if
fun?
you just did that for the patriotic holidays, if you have somebody who's serving overseas and you want to do something really great, you could do that.
I think these are great too for kids' rooms. Like I know I do boys, you know, and they're
the whole sports theme.
The sports themes are great. I even think the pink and the red together. This pink is not like a juvenile pink either.
No, it's not.
It's very soft and sophisticated. It's really, really pretty, and it looks good with so many of these colors. And then the prints are so fun, whether you're doing the stripes. The ginghams are the best. I mean, you've got the black and white, the red and white, and then the tattersall is, it reminds me, I mean, that is a great pattern. It's a white base. You have that fine, those fine lines with black and red that run through it.
It's like a fine man's dress shirt.
It is. It's
one of those
totally
very
Jeffrey, isn't it? Isn't it, Jeffrey?
Ooh, you know they have it with a navy blazer or a black blazer, actually, probably.
Yes, but it's not crisp.
And then, like you
a
know,
men's dress
little
shirt.
buttons. Maybe there's a crest on it.
Yes.
It's just beautiful. I think these are fun.
I do too.
Even if you bought it just for the pillowcases, this is so much fun. It's going to liven up the bed that you already have right now. If you have something that's kind of a great basic and you want to add some color and a little bit of pop in there, this is a great way to do it. And in a king size, it'll almost look like a big, long sham. You can add some depth into your bed, and it's for the same price. For $29.95, you get 2 pillowcases. You're also going to get the flat sheet and the fitted sheet. How big? Next question I was going to ask. The fitted sheet, if they bought the feather bed, are we going to be able to coordinate with this?
Yes, it's an 18-inch accommodation.
Oh, wow, that's a nice big one.
Yeah, so it'll stretch, and you know, and that's one thing. When you go out shopping, even if you find microfiber, our price is fantastic, but I can tell you sheets that are under $30 are not going to give you elastic all the way around. They're not going to give you a deeper pocket.
Why is that important to do the elastic all the way around?
It's so important because what happens if you don't have that elastic, it's not going to stay in place. These are going to stay in place. There's even a couple of reviews where customers talked about that the fit that Jeffrey's offer you. You've got enough room to put that feather bed in there. Even if you have a thinner mattress in that dorm that you're going to, it'll just fit further underneath. We call it a shower cap. It'll just go all the way underneath and really stay put on your mattress. This is what I love. I know the first time, a couple things I bought them for my kids.
You just untucked that.
And
that's been tucked in all day long.
Yeah, look at it. It's smooth. I mean, that's what I was going to say. The first time I laundered mine, I was, just like you, I was in shock. I'm like, you've got to be kidding that these look and feel like this.
Because mine has like a sensor dryer when it's dry.
Mine too.
It turns off, and it started off, and
so
it said, it was, you know, I put it on like the regular cycle or whatever, and I hit it, and then all of a sudden I hear the beep, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's the matter with my dryer? Seriously, I went walking in, I'm like, so I pull it out. Well, the next time, I didn't have a chance to get it, you know, because I kind of just set it and left, and I went to work, and I came home. I thought, oh, I've got to fluff this up.
They were fine,
right? It looked good already. I don't know how to explain this to you other than I encourage you to try it. If you've never had any before, try these today. Find out what it's all about. See why everybody's raving about microfiber. Maybe you wanted to add a little color. Maybe you love that red or you love that navy blue. Jeffrey does a beautiful red, and it's a true red. It mixes and matches back beautifully. If you have black and white, like my daughter had black and white, that's why I bought the black sheets and everything. This is a fun color to add that and kind of change it up for different seasonal times of year. The navy blue, also with that soft sage green,
with the green,
is really pretty.
There's so many combinations you can create. And, you know, white looks good with any of these. And I love white in microfiber because it's going to stay that crisp white.
Nice.
And I will say, you know, microfiber is a good example of technology in linens. And, you know, we're using more microfiber in what we're wearing. Think of your workout gear. Think of your comfy clothes. I know my son, he plays a lot of sports. His laundry is the easiest to do because it dries so.
And it used to be the worst.
Yes, and almost everything in there is a microfiber fabric, so it dries really quickly.
It's like it's stain resistant too.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is just inherent in the fabric. The other thing to think about is, you know, just if you know someone with dexterity issues, I find that it's easier to make the bed. It's easier to fold the sheets. It's easier. The whole process of laundry is easier because the weight is so much lighter. These are lighter weight, quick drying, wrinkle resistant. The colors stay true. If you've ever washed a set of sheets and then they shrunk and they don't fit your bed anymore, that's another great feature of these. They don't shrink. And here's the best part. they feel amazing. I mean, if you got all that, but you said, you know what, they're a little stiff, they're not. They're so soft. They feel brushed. They feel like you're sleeping on a bed of roses. I mean,
and many of these are already sold out in the smaller sizes, queen and king size. That navy blue, if you're looking for, my son's going to be 16 this month. He'll actually be turning 16. I remember shopping for that teenage year. Everything either had little trucks on it, or it was sports, but it wasn't like cool sports.
Right.
And I actually bought, it was Colin Cowie did a bedding set that was in navy and white, and he was like, I don't know, Mom, it's a little bit kind of dressy for me. But he's really kind of manned up into it. He's like, ooh, I like this. And I did it with navy blue sheets, and those navy blue, this is such a great look. It's crisp, it's fun, it's nice. But also navy and white, that red, maybe you want to add a little bit of color. If you have that same bedding set that I'm talking about, this is really nice to pair back with it. I know Vern Yip also did one too in the navy and white, and that's a nice combination to pair back with it. But this is from Jeffrey Banks. Jeffrey Banks also, look online. I don't know what's left, but he did some really fun bedding, additional pieces and accent pillows that you can do. That's very New England, very Nantucket. Really sharp
He's
looks.
very talented. So it's exciting to get something for your bedroom that's going to feel good. It's priced right. I mean, you could spend this easily on a set of pillowcases, but you're getting the entire set. There'll be one pillowcase in with the twin. So you have the blue and white stripe, the navy, the white, the sage, your light pink, your coral and white, your red, your tattersall, your black and white gingham, red and white gingham, and then lastly is the beige that's underneath the bed.
Tattersall.
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 It's very interesting, isn't it?
I do.
Look, I love it with the red.
And that looks really nice to kind of pop that back up. It's such a great look. It's only $29.95. We're going to check in with our spotlight and then also find out what Alice has coming up.